Ribbon Road is back in Mario Kart 8, and do you know what that means? It's time to break it all down and uncover all of its shortcuts, secrets, as well as see what's changed since its original appearance in Mario Kart Super Circuit. And as it turns out, quite a bit. Because even though the developers stayed true to the original theme of the track, there wasn't much theme to begin with. I mean, the original track was basically just a ribbon with only giant presents to be found in the background. And that was about it. And sure enough, both of those details are still here. But this time, the concept's been greatly expanded to take place on a toy set in a life-size children's playroom. I mean, you have a full-size door, window, shelves, a desk complete with a lamp and writing utensils, and cubbies with a globe resting on them, among other things. Yeah, you get the idea. It really feels like a real place. In fact, if you look at the edge of the ribbon track, you'll even occasionally find a clip that holds it in place. But this isn't just any child's playroom, as this kid is quite clearly a giant Nintendo fan. I mean, the wallpaper has cat bells from Super Mario 3D World on them, which also matches the fact that this track is in the Bell Cup. The bed has mushroom-covered sheets, and of course, there are Mario toys all over the place. And sure enough, the Mario references begin right away at the starting line, where we can see the Toad toys from the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games watching from the sidelines. And while we're here, check out the level of detail on the fabric on either side of the ribbon, which will slow you down if you go off-road. Anyways, off the starting line is a straight shot into the first bend. But did you notice that the track barriers appear to be themed to a castle? Which is even more obvious in the zoomed out view. And we can actually see where exactly those castle pieces and most of the track came from, as there's a giant box in the background that says Ribbon Road Build and Play Toy Kit, which features a baby Mario playing with it. And look, the manufacturer is Toad Toys, which is the same business we've seen represented elsewhere in the game, such as the Toad Toy Store in Toad Harbor. And just right of that box is the first of several stuffed toys based on the Yoshi Woolly World amiibo, with this one being the blue one. And just behind him is an example of one of the many presents all over the place. And as you can see, many of them feature Toad wrapping paper. Now, as you turn the corner, you'll find the first set of item boxes, followed by another turn. Now here's where it gets interesting, because there's an upcoming jump that leads into another castle section. And as it turns out, that's actually an entirely different castle. If we freeze it here, we can see a Bowser insignia on the entrance, whereas the previous section had a cat bell. And the castle's colors look similarly dark to match. Furthermore, the turrets are now capped with Koopa shells and have Bowser flags. And even the color of the ribbon changed from a friendly red to a Bowser green. And around that next corner, you'll even encounter some of his henchmen, being a pair of wind-up Mecha Koopas. Which, by the way, is a brilliant addition. I mean, they're already wind-up toys, so it makes perfect sense for them to be in a children's playset. And as you probably expect, if you hit one, you'll spin out. Anyway, the track bends to the right before making a sharp left, but if you have a speed-boosting item, you can cut right across the fabric section here to save some time. Oh, and there's another logo for that Toad Toy Company on the fabric here. Following that, you'll make one more turn along a sharp bank into the second set of item boxes and another jump, this time leading into yet another castle. But this one's marked by a Luma, and you can see that stars now top the castle turrets. So we think there's a good chance this portion belongs to Rosalina. The castle colors, being white and light blue, do match her outfit after all. And the ribbon has changed colors once again, this time to a space-like deep blue, which makes sense as the track is now raised off the ground and takes place in anti-gravity, just as if it were in space. That's pretty dang cool. And the ribbon during this portion actually ripples, as if it were blowing in the wind, making it even harder not to fall off. But you can also perform stunts off those ripples if you time it right too. Now just before the next turn, we can see there's a shortcut on the right that consists of a ramp that'll let you hop over a teddy buggy cart and skip much of that turn. Now there's just one more S-turn to deal with before you reach a flying section. But hold on, let's back up a second, because there's another shortcut right here, this time along a narrow path that'll lead you to your own flying ramp. But regardless of which path you take, you'll snag yourself an item at the third set of item boxes before having to maneuver around some clown copters in the air. But hold on, they're not just clown copters. As it turns out, they're actually Jack-in-the-Boxes, only with a question block serving as a base. And that's pretty clever given that the Jack-in-the-Box is usually a clown, and this is a clown copter. Get it? Pretty clever, Nintendo. Oh, and maybe it's just us, but the color and the pattern of the rug underneath those clown copters sure do remind us of this room from Bowser's Castle in Super Mario World, which interestingly also contained Mecha Koopas. And of course, that castle was also the first appearance of the clown copter too. Now there's all kinds of neat details in this scene too. For instance, there are 3 boxes here on the left are scaled models of various carts from the game. We have the Teddy Buggy here, which we just saw during one of the shortcuts, the Standard Cart, and the Biddy Buggy. And we can actually see the finished forms of those latter 2 on the right here, as well as in a couple other parts of the level. And just ahead on the left is another Woolly World toy, this time a pink one. Anyways, at the end of that flying section, you'll land back inside the castle where it all started, the Cat Bell Castle, where you'll now have one more wide turn to deal with before reaching the finish line. But if you have a speed boosting item, you can cut across the fabric here through the pillars for one final shortcut. Okay, so that about covers it for the track itself, but there are still a few more cool details I wanted to point out. For instance, let's take a look at this scene where you first enter Bowser's Castle. So first up, we can see a poster for the water park track on the wall here, just above the bed. And just under that same bed is another standard cart model. And just left of that is a boomerang in the typical Mario style, which itself is next to a game called Yoshi's Dice Game. And in front of that is a green Woolly World doll. And we can see yet another blue one on a high shelf behind it, next to a Mario Kart 8 poster on the wall. Now around the next corner, we can see a set of shelves in the background and some more Mario Kart models resting on top of them. But there's also a clock on the far left, which appears to be in the shape of a question block, based on the yellow color and 4 rivets. Then there's a poster above the desk that shows a diagram of the standard kart model. And speaking of posters, there's a really awesome one just above the kid's bed for a movie called Kung Fu Lakitu, which is an obvious reference to Kung Fu Panda. And with that, we're done covering everything we could dig up on the Ribbon Road track. But as always, let us know if you missed anything by posting in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to stay tuned to GameXplain.com for more Mario Kart 8 track analysis and other things gaming too.